Right, so at the end of the last video, I unlocked this useful little connector. The first move in entering that building, I guess. So I think we need to go around and collect everything that we can find. Ah, we have a message here. Let's read this. Listen to this.
I look at this inert shape and I wonder who you're gonna be. Will you hold the same values as we do? Will you love us for having created you? Will you resent us for having put you into an uncertain and dangerous world? Looking back at our history, our achievements, our crimes, what will you make of us? Will the world you create be like ours, or so different that we can't even imagine it? Either way, I hope that you'll find this little blue planet to be as beautiful as we did. I hope you'll take care of it a lot better than we did. And I hope one day you'll look up and reach for the stars.
Interesting. Yeah, something that's gone drastically wrong, hasn't it, on Earth? That's clearly the big realisation we're having here. Ah, that almost worked. Nope, that's not going to work, is it? Right, let's try again. These ones are annoying. Ah, nearly. Yeah, that was not going to work, was it? No. Excuse me. No. There we go. Beautiful. Right. And we have a connector. Perfect. So I think our first move is quite obvious. Let's connect this guy to this guy. And, excellent. Right, let's continue around. So this is a island of... a kind of floating island, in fact. Of the messengers, the home of the messengers. Was that the people that... Am I going to become one of those guys when I've kind of completed... Not completed the game exactly, but when I've gone through the gates that we found at the end of the last video. Maybe I will. Let's plonk a few of these on the edges. Let's see what we can do. Perhaps it's better if we put some of these in just randomly like that. Is this going to work? No, it's not going to work. Oh yes it is. Oh no it's not. Ah, lame. I thought I had it there. Right. these blighters, the difficult ones. How can we fit these in nicely? Like that. But that doesn't leave us any other options, does it? Like that with... no. Like that is the wrong shape, isn't it? Yeah, blast. Okay. These ones neatly kind of work with these ones, but not in that position. Can we do something like this? No. Rebuild around these, don't we? These are the pain, difficult shapes. So I wonder what I'm going to find in the middle of this island once I've unlocked everything. If this is the home of the messengers, am I going to find more of me, perhaps? That is not of any use, is it? No, blast. It's looking good for a moment. Aha! That is going to work, isn't it? Yes, you beauty. Right, we're in. Perfect. And we have a red connector. No, a red power source. Brilliant. So yeah, I wonder what's inside. Let's continue round, shall we? This very beautiful floating island. Up above some massive mountain range. I wonder if I just leapt off, what would happen? I wonder if these androids have that feeling of just wanting to leap off of stuff. What's behind this waterfall? Is there something hidden in there, or no? It's a very kind of interesting vision of kind of a paradise place. There's a star over there, look. And a statue of a female kind of gesturing towards it. Is that kind of helping us out? Could I do a flying leap and get over there? Or do I need to come from somewhere else? Ah, there's a bust over here. Ooh, for a moment I thought he was going to follow me around, but he's not. He is stationary. He's a modern guy. He's got a buttoned shirt. And it's extremely realistic. That is very weird. The two lovers separated by the abyss of time and space, yet true love knows no obstacles. Royal form. What, is he separated from her? I don't think I could make that jump. That's the high ground there. And I don't think I could make that jump from there either. Maybe there's a fan or something at the top of here that... Maybe. Right. Is there anything behind these rocks? Apart from more rocks? No. Okay. Have you got something to do with this puzzle? What are your eyes looking at? basically looking behind me now. Right. No, maybe I thought for a moment he might be pointing out a bit of help, but I don't think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't make that jump. Although I'm very, very tempted to try. Let's not kill ourselves quite yet. Okay, now we need another dome. There was an unopened one back over the other side, near the entrance, which might have another connector. But let's go via the building and see what we can see. Right, we have an angel, 2 angels in fact, something going on inside. And some little goblins looking bored. And a rusty gate there. No one was up the top there. It's kind of like a little fort, isn't it? It's weird. It's not the sort of thing you'd associate with a paradise island, a fort. It's too aggressive. Can I not get up there at all? Is there a way to climb, perhaps, over there? No, I can't even jump up. I can't climb there. Can I climb here? Yes. Okay, let's have a look. It's a sort of trick of the cliff face here, but it doesn't look climbable, does it? If I can climb behind these waterfalls, there's something. Just go straight through. It's all rocks now. Okay, we'll find something. We will find a way up. Perhaps. No, go away. Nothing obvious, is there? To jump up. It's never mind. Let's get inside and see if there's anything that will help us inside. See the tops of these mountains here, it's quite cool. Right. That won't work straight away, will it? Stop doing that. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, so it turns out there's only 4 of these domes to open. I was expecting a bit more than that. So let's link these up. Connect that with that. And then let's go inside. These little goblins looking bored, some angels, and a help station. But now that we've got to the land of the angels, will they actually or the Guardians, or however they've been referred to. Will they? I wonder if they'll answer us now. Oh no, can't even do anything here. So if I unlock one of these forts, does that give me access to some help in the future? Is that how it works? I think it might be. Which might come in extremely useful. There's a few puzzles I've really not been able to do so far. Right. Those are the same dudes in here. I must have forgotten. This is a sort of sarcophagus, isn't it? Very Indiana Jones. Right, what do we have? Whoa. Suriel, whoa. I shall bring knowledge and healing to the children of Elohim. Dude. They all have the same face. Uriel 4. I shall protect the Garden of Worlds in eternity. Barakiel 10. My counsel will guide the children of Elohim to glory. Yeah, so they're all saying that they're going to help futures. Without the word of Elohim in our hearts, we have nothing. I shall remember the names of the dead in eternity. And there's an extra space here, look. Ah, look. It's a mine. I shall carry the message of Elohim into all the worlds of his garden. Only through mercy can we reach eternal peace. So not only is there an android like me, there's also mines here. Right. How about that? How about that? Okay. Hello. Ah yes, oh, that's one ask, isn't it? That's what we've got in here. Whoa, it's a me. It actually looks a bit scary. Uriel 4. Version 48. So I have one ask. Yeah, that must mean I get one help point. And Uriel is gone. What did they say? Welcome, child. I'm one of those who are elected to remain in the world as a messenger. That was it, of the hidden words. If you're ever in need, seek us out and cry for help. We will do what we can. Right. Yes. So I get a help, basically. For every one of these I do, I get help. Cool, well that was quite nice. And there is a star to collect, but I'm going to leave it. I've been leaving stars. I'm too busy for stars. So there's two more of those, one in each world, isn't there? One back in Egypt and one back in Greece. Butterflies here, which we can collect. Well, I've enjoyed this place. It's very peaceful and quite a nice place to hang out. Right, and we're back. There's the axe I can take with me to the other worlds to go through those places, but let's not do that straight away. So there are the doors of glory, or whatever they were referred to as. But I also have the tower to climb. Are we going to get a decision to be made? Is there a decision to be made as to how we would like to continue? I think it might be that. That is the case. Right, let's dive into a zone. This looks suitably difficult. Let's go backwards from 7. Oh wow, we have a kind of snowy hill fort and the sound of what sounded like a power receiver turning it on and off. So this is interesting. It's kind of like a Swiss kind of old fort in the Alps. Oh, that's a puzzle. That's a puzzle. Right. And we have a message over here. Let's have a look. It's a control pad.
God, there's no time. Just not enough time. We're trying to build the future out of old video game code and half-finished research projects. We should have had years, maybe decades, with the kind of money they used to put into building bombs. If I stop and think about how crazy this is, I will have a nervous breakdown. So I won't. Yeah, okay. Back to work, Alex.
Alex was a genius, basically, wasn't she? Trying to save the entire world's kind of knowledge. Hey, look, massive castle over that way. In a computer, and then have people like me run around. Are we basically learning to become human again, to replace the humans that have died? Is that the point? Is that what's going on? This place should be cold, but I don't feel cold. It's as if I was observing everything from a distance. It's pointless. Acapos 6. Well, I think we don't feel cold because we're not designed to feel cold.
Intelligence is more than just problem solving. Intelligence is questioning the assumptions you're presented with. Intelligence is the ability to question existing thought constructs. If we don't make that part of the simulation, all we'll create is a really effective slave.
Yeah, I think that theory might just be right. Look at the eye, follow me around again. That Alex and her team were trying to develop AI to replace humans after humans were all going to be wiped out, and we're depositing every thought of history into a computer program to be learned from. But there's some kind of virus or rogue program that is screwing everything up. Let's talk to them. Arcadi Journal 108. Team diminishing by the day, proud of them nevertheless. Archive now incomprehensibly huge, still missing thousands of works, impossible to truly finish. Work already commenced on a sorting program to help catalogue the archive resources in our absence, but like everything else it has its foibles. Talk to Alexandra, Talos going well, maybe the archive's first user will be terrestrial after all. Okay. Estimate about a week, maybe 10 days before I'm unable to keep working at Portrayal to leave early. Invention of Borders by Fatima Nguyen. What today's nationalists and neo-segregationalists fail to understand, Kwame said, is that the basis of every human culture is and always has been synthesis. No civilization is authentic, monolithic, pure. The exact opposite is true. Look at your average Western nation. Its numbers Arabic, its alphabet Latin, its religion Levantine, its philosophy Greek. Need I continue? And each of these examples can itself be broken down further. The Romans got their alphabet from the Greeks, who created theirs by stealing from the Phoenicians, and so on. Our myths and religions, too, are syncretic, sharing, repeating, and adapting a large variety of elements to suit their needs. Even the language of our creation, the DNA itself, is impure, defined by a history of amalgamation, not only between nations, but even between different human species. Discuss this excerpt in the context of Wolfgang Welch's theory of transculturality. Something else, the novel. Well, that's exactly true, which is why things like racism are ridiculous. Now Uriel pointed his sword to the tree of life, which grew in the heart of dead Jerusalem. Behold, the tree grows still, though the city is dead. Within all that is mortal there is the seed of immortality, for it is an immortal that fashioned it from chaos and void. Being a humble man of little wisdom, I asked, Great Uriel, we are not allowed to eat from the tree of life, how may we then be saved? And Uriel commanded me to stretch out my hand, and he gave me his fiery sword, which burned my hand, and he said, Only by sacrifice can you free the world from the dominion of sin. With a prayer on my lips, I fell upon Uriel's sword, and it pierced my heart. And truly, on my body, the stigmata of the Lord appeared, dripping blood that was not my blood onto the ground. And the 7 heads of the dragon that were crowned in black clouds receded, and light fell upon the earth, and Jerusalem was born again. Thus the angels departed, having delivered their message, and I awoke in the fields of our fair land. Fair enough. Right. Let's leave this video here, and we'll jump into one of these puzzles in the next